What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for the next episode of this Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. We are in year 4, 2028, week 6, currently at number 1 in the country, 5-0 on our fourth season following our national championship run in 2027. Real quick, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the video. Again, this is a slow sim dynasty. That means we do not play the games. It's real easy to win back-to-back championships and go undefeated for 17 seasons in a row when you're jumping down the sticks and beating every team that matters on your schedule, right? Real easy to rebuild a team and look like you're real good at the game when you're jumping on the sticks and outplaying the pre-programmed AI from EA Sports, right? But what's harder is when you can't mask being a bad recruiter, when you can't mask setting the wrong scheme, when you can't mask recruiting the wrong players for your scheme, when you can't mask not knowing what to set your aggressiveness and your AI settings, when you don't know how to develop your players, when you can't mask all of that by jumping on the sticks and beating the AI, that's when you realize you're not that good at the game. But when you can do all of that and then let the team go and let them play and let them win because you did well at the rest of the game, that's when you know you're good at the game. So that's what we're doing here. Again, we are in year 4, week 6. So just to recap where we're at, how we got here. We've got Connor Stallions, the former Michigan Wolverines staffer who came back to lead the Michigan Wolverines following the disgraced exit of former head coach Sharon Moore. He brought in PJ Fleck from Minnesota, the former Golden Gophers head coach, to be his offensive coordinator, although PJ Fleck has made his intentions known that this is his final year as a coordinator. He's looking to get a head coaching job this next season. We also brought in Connor Walker, the former Auburn Tigers defensive coordinator, to run the defense. If we take a look back at how we got to where we're at, so year 1, 2025, we had went 9-3, and then won the 10th game in the Music City Bowl against the Mississippi State Bulldogs. In 2026, we went 9-3 as well, and unfortunately we lost the bowl game. That year it was the ReliaQuest Bowl, and we lost to South Carolina. The following season, we had a bit of a shaky start to the season. Went on the road to Texas and lost in week 2. Had an epic meltdown in that game. Former quarterback Bryce Underwood actually got benched in the third quarter of that game. However, despite throwing 5 interceptions and I think a fumble, we only lost that game by 7 points. And so that was something, looking back on it, that was something that I didn't really take into account at the time, but it was a little bit indicative of where we were going. That season, the only other loss we had was to the number 1 team at the time, to Oregon, after we returned home to Ann Arbor off of a 3-game road swing. So we went 10-2 in the season, made it into the playoffs, won a game at home in the playoffs against Texas A&M. Then we went on to the Cotton Bowl to play where we played a triple overtime game against the USC Trojans to advance to the Peach Bowl, take on the Georgia Bulldogs, and then we beat them pretty handily. I think it was like 31-10 or something along those lines, to face Alabama in the national championship, and of course we won, capping off Bryce Underwood's quarterback career with a national championship win. So running it back in 2028, we have started off 5-0. Our season began with a home game, with the Vegas kickoff game, Vegas kickoff classic against the number 2 at the time ranked Georgia Bulldogs. We came into the season ranked number 3. We won on a field goal for the season kickoff. That vaulted us into the number 1 position, which we've held since. We then went on the road in week 2 to West Virginia for a 31-17 win, returned for our home opener to Ann Arbor to get a 33-3 win over Maryland, then went on the road to Purdue and won 58-13, and then we went home hosting the Oregon State Beavers for a 55-22 win there. Now we are staying home for our first back-to-back home game this season to take on the Northwestern Wildcats, competing for the George Jewett Trophy. Let's take a quick look at the rosters. So first we'll take a look at Northwestern's roster. Now again, this is year 4. You might notice some players on the teams. You might know some of them, but we're getting down to where you know this year and next year are the final seasons that we're going to have real players on the rosters. So, all right, Northwestern, their quarterback is a redshirt senior, 78 overall, Nate Bennett. Their starting running back is going to be Dakota Francis, an 84 overall redshirt sophomore elusive bruiser. Their fullback is a true freshman, Nathan Gammon. Wide receiver, Kyan Mason, speedster, 82 overall, senior. Another senior, Carson Grove, speedster, 78 overall. And then they've got Vi Kaufusi, a gritty possession wide receiver. Daryl Coate, a speedster wide receiver, 70 overall. Gabe Tubbs, a 70 overall. And then Sean Hope, a gadget receiver. At tight end, their starter is Jack Florentine, a blocking tight end. Left tackle is going to be Michael O'Connell, redshirt junior, 82 overall. Their left guard is going to be a redshirt senior, Simon Silva. Center is a redshirt sophomore, Nathan Burgess. Right guard is going to be a redshirt sophomore, Tyler Daniels. At right tackle, they're starting redshirt sophomore, Caleb Wolf. At left edge, they're starting redshirt sophomore Alfonso Dawkins, a speed rusher. Another speed rusher on the right side, Gabe Bourgeois, redshirt sophomore. Not sure if I said that name right. On the interior, they've got Mason Main, a power defensive tackle, and Benedict Uma, a speed rusher. As Sam linebacker, they're starting Nicholas Clayton, a redshirt junior. In the middle, Jeremy Caroma, a sophomore Mike linebacker, along with Aquavius Dunbar. At will linebacker, they're starting Brad Latsko, a redshirt sophomore. In their defensive backfield, their starting cornerback is Chris McCorkle, a redshirt junior. And on the opposite side, redshirt junior Keon Washington. At free safety, they've got John Stevens, a redshirt junior. And Juan Thrasher, a redshirt sophomore. They've got a redshirt sophomore kicker, Santiago Null, and a true sophomore, Ramon Pena. All right, let's look at Michigan's roster. So at quarterback, we've got the legacy, C.J. Carr, who transferred in from Notre Dame, redshirt junior. Behind him, redshirt junior Bryce Baker. And then behind them, redshirt senior Michael Van Buren. At running back, we've got redshirt senior Micah Kaapana, redshirt freshman Trent Semple, redshirt sophomore Reggie Dial, and redshirt sophomore Zaire Flanagan. At fullback, redshirt sophomore Kevin Trout. At wide receiver, we've got senior Donovan Murph, redshirt senior Amarian Stewart, redshirt junior John Anthony Hall, redshirt sophomore Dante Ahmad, redshirt junior Chris Lawson, and redshirt junior Liam Thorpe. At tight end, redshirt senior Luke Harpring, redshirt sophomore Vinny Van Buren, and redshirt junior Jamar Browder, who converted from receiver to tight end. At left tackle, we've got Dorian Hundley, a redshirt sophomore. Behind him, a recent transfer, redshirt senior Dominic Stewart. At left guard, redshirt sophomore Max Simonson, redshirt junior Avery Gash, and redshirt freshman Jose Shields. At center, we have got redshirt junior Ty Haywood and redshirt junior Caden Strayhorn. At right guard, redshirt sophomore George Cherry, redshirt senior Jake Guarnera, and redshirt sophomore Frank Willett. At right tackle, redshirt sophomore Brian Jordan and redshirt sophomore Mike Wolf. On the defensive line, at left edge, redshirt senior Lugard Edikpaye and Zena Umeazulu. At right edge, we've got senior Wendell Gregory and redshirt sophomore Brenton Brooks, along with redshirt freshman Paul Hicks. Defensive tackle, redshirt senior Ted Hammond, redshirt freshman Romeo Sauer, redshirt junior Jordan Crawford, redshirt senior Elias Williams. At Sam linebacker, we've got third-year player, redshirt sophomore Cameron Booth, and redshirt freshman Ezekiel Burns. In the middle, we got redshirt sophomore Cordell Carver and redshirt senior Garrett Stover, along with redshirt freshman Oscar Cashman. Will linebacker, transfer senior Gabe Williams, redshirt sophomore Taylor Kiernan, and redshirt freshman Colin Calloway. At cornerback, redshirt sophomore Deontay Liggins, redshirt senior Josiah Edmond, redshirt junior Jaden Sanders, redshirt senior transfer Terrion Nichols, and junior Vernon Nordine. We also have Jabari Armour getting a little bit of rotation as well. Free safety. Second-year player Tommy Mitrione, backed up by transfer redshirt senior Coy Beasley. At strong safety, we've got converted cornerback Shamari Earls, a true senior, with a pair of redshirt freshmen Reggie Gideon and John Brown. Junior kicker Otis Beck, and sophomore punter Caleb Berryman. Zaire Flanagan, Dante Ahmad will be our kick returners. Amarian Stewart, Reggie Dial our punt returners. Long snapper Max Simonson. Third down running back Trent Semple. Power running back Diego Longoria. Slot receiver will be Amarian Stewart. Rush ends Lugard Edikpaye, Bretton Brooks. Rush DT Zeno Meazulu and Wendell Gregory. Sub linebacker will be Shamari Earls, Tommy Mitrione, Cameron Booth. Slot corner will be Deontay Liggins, Terrion Nichols, and Vernon Nordine. And then our nose tackle will be Ted Hammond, our gadget quarterback Zaire Flanagan. Let's take a look at our recruiting board. We'll recap our commitments to this point. So we had a preseason commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Malcolm Kopp out of Williamstown, New Jersey. Then we got a commitment from 4-star linebacker Kyler Radley out of Frankfort, Illinois. Then we followed it up with a huge commitment, 5-star cornerback, number 3 cornerback in the class, number 10 overall prospect out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, 6'2", 176, Terrence Blizzard. 4-star edge rusher Zach O'Toole out of Chicago, Illinois. And another 4-star edge rusher, Warren Gizzy out of Bethesda, Maryland. This past week, we also got a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Lawrence Kalawaya out of Upland, California, 6'1", 319 pounds, ranked number 2 at his position of right guard, number 44 overall national prospect, and committed to Michigan over the Longhorns and the Irish. Got a commitment from 4-star wide receiver Richard Suggs from Norcross, Georgia, 6'1", 178, ranked number 59 nationally, number 11 overall receiver, and committed to Michigan over his hometown Georgia Bulldogs. Then we got a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Robert Kafka out of Crystal Lake, Illinois, a 6'8", 281-pound monster, ranked number 5 at the position of left tackle, number 81 overall national. All right, taking a look at our remaining prospect board. We're climbing the board for Tim Price. We're currently in second place, unopposed. John Gillikin, we have a very, very slim lead over Texas Tech. We're in top 5. We've got a visit scheduled for week 7, so that'll be next week. And we've got the right pitch, so there's nothing more we can do. We just got to try to wait it out. Tim Guy, we've got a decent lead over Penn State and Nebraska in his top 3. We've got him on a visit this week for the Northwestern game, so I would expect us to get a commitment from Tim Guy following this game. Billy Ogburn, top 5. We've got a small lead over Notre Dame. We've got a visit scheduled in 5 weeks, but we now know his pitch is going to be status seeker, so let's go ahead and flip that to a hard sell. Angel Awasika, we've got competition from USC now, but we have a pretty comfortable lead, I'd say. Still in top 8, so a ways to go, but I'm feeling pretty good about that one. All right, one that I don't feel quite as good about is Craig Angel. Unless we can initiate a recruiting battle with Ohio State and get to our visit next week, I expect that we will lose out on this 5-star speedster, but we're going to stay in it. Hopefully we can initiate a recruiting battle and then get our visit next week. Alex Lambo, top 5. We have a small lead over Georgia, Auburn, Clemson, and Notre Dame. We have him on campus this week for the Northwestern game. And we've got his pitch, so let's see how it goes. Kona Nguyen, we scheduled a visit with him last week. That's why our hours are only at 25. We're in top 5 with a bit of a lead over Florida and Bama, but they do have a better pipeline than us. Oh, we did not schedule a visit. Why do we only have 25? That's interesting. All right, well, let's schedule a visit for... All right, we got to see who we have on the Michigan State week. So that's week 11. So we're looking for the week... We have one person scheduled for a week 11 visit. We got to see who it is. You know what? It's Ogburn, so it's a defensive week. So we can go ahead and schedule Nguyen for that as well. So defensive week, the game against Little Brother, we'll go ahead and schedule it. Now we know brand exposure, so we'll set him up with an interview on a local podcast. Now that costs 30, so we're going to use 20 to soft sell here. We know brand exposure, so let's soft sell house call. Alright, Tyquan Jones, we've dropped to second place behind Georgia, so that's not good. But we do have the first visit. We just have to get to week 10 without him committing to Georgia. So we'll see how that goes. Jamie Pettis, we've got competition from Miami and Louisville, but we do have a better pipeline, and we do have a bit of a lead over them, so we're just going to keep going there. Keelan Douzable, we've got a small lead over Mizzou and Wisconsin. We have him on campus next week. If we don't get a commitment from him this week, I expect we'll get one next week. Arsenio Carvazos, we've moved into first place ahead of Washington. We have a visit next week, same deal as Douzable. If we don't get a commitment this week, I expect we'll get one next week. Richard Wimper, we have a very small lead. We've taken the first place spot from Michigan State. However, they do have a visit before us in week 9, so we're going to try to at least close it out before week 9, or just withstand their push week 9 so that we can get the commitment week 10. We know his pitch, so nothing more to do there. Demarius Lynch, we've moved into first place over Illinois. We have a visit scheduled in 4 weeks. We've got his pitch. We're just going to ride that out. Bryce Stuber, we have moved into first place. We've got a visit week 10. We have a small lead over Louisville and Maryland. And then for Nate King, we have moved into second place, still behind Syracuse, but we're making up some time. Now let's go back up here. We'll max out hours on Nguyen. So we will double soft sell with Status Seeker. And we'll put the 10 back on. I don't think there's any others that aren't maxed out. And then we'll just max out hours on Tim Price. Alright. So that's what we're going to do there. So we'll go ahead and get ready to jump into the game. Alright, so this is a rivalry game. We are going to use my custom playbooks. They're not glitch playbooks. They're not cheese playbooks. They are up for download. I just uploaded the most up-to-date version of the offensive book after I made a few tweaks. I just uploaded that last night. The Skull Blue for offense, D Skull Blue for the defense. They're legitimate schemes, nothing glitchy or cheesy. They're not even really any better than stock books. Offensive book is just my personal play style. Defensive book is my attempt to get the Wink Martindale Amoeba defense into the game with some influence from Brian Flores, Justin Minner, and Mike McDonald, who all run a version of the defense.
From the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis.
I'll do some bad commentary because it's kind of fun. Unless it annoys you, then let me know in the comments. I'm still going to do it, but you can let me know. Alright, again, we are not playing this. We are letting it play out. So here we go. I'll do some bad play-by-play. Alright, Michigan's going to receive to start the game. Northwestern kicks it off. Michigan takes it in the end zone. Zaire Flanagan brings it back across the 20, tackled down at the 22-yard line.
So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away.
CJ Carr, number 13, under center now, wing formation, one receiver wide left. Hands it to, no, fakes it, play action. Rolls out right, throws on the run, down the sideline, it's caught. Looked like it was Amarian Stewart on the sideline for that laser pass down the sideline on the run. CJ Carr, what a throw. Under center now, three receivers, single back. Quick RPO pass to the receiver. He gets out. That's tight end Luke Harpering on the screen. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 for Michigan. Now in shotgun, single tailback, three receivers. Quick pass over the middle, and it's intercepted by Northwestern. The linebacker just reached up and picked it off, and it's Wildcats ball. Bad read there by CJ Carr.
Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
That looks like the Will linebacker, Brad Latsko was his name, I think. Yeah, Brad Latsko. Yeah, just a bad pass, bad read. Should have led the receiver a little bit more to the in front of him and not thrown it behind him. All right, in shotgun, hands it off on a sweep. Northwestern running back gets a little bit around the edge. Gain of 3, tackled at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 7, shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Makes the handoff, play action, hits the tight end on the screen. Gets the first down across the 40, tackled at the 38. It's 1st and 10 Wildcats. In Michigan territory. Shotgun now, tight formation, 2 receivers.
To the air on 1st down.
Looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, fires it down the middle, caught up the seam, gets it all the way down to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal Northwestern, and they're threatening to score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll be brought down at the
It's a 3-yard gain there, 2nd and goal. I formation wing. Hands it to the running back. He's dragged down from behind. Shamari Earls on the tackle, 1-yard gain. 4-yard line, 3rd and goal to go. Shotgun, 2 receivers stacked left, 2 tight ends on the line. Drops back to throw under pressure. Screen pass to the running back. He gets it. Tackled in the backfield. Loss of 1 yard from the 5. They're going to send out the kicker. And it'll be a 22-yard kick. Chip shot, and it's no good. It's wide left. But we've got an injury on the field. Timeout now. Lugard Edikpaye, starting left edge for Michigan, is holding his arm. CJ Carr comes out in shotgun, 4 receivers spread wide, 1 tight end on the line. Amarian Stewart in motion, end around, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. 4 receivers, under center, single tailback. 2 to either side. Carr drops back to throw, and it's knocked down. That could have been intercepted again by Latsko. Wow. CJ Carr almost made another bad interception after getting bailed out by the defense following the last one. Quick pass over the middle. It's caught. Donovan Murphy. No, not Murphy. Is that Anthony? John Anthony Hall, I think. On the catch. 1st down, 33-yard line. Carr in shotgun. Duo backs. Amarian Stewart lined up like a second tailback.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Hands it to Semple. Semple runs, gain of 2. 35-yard line, 2nd and 8. Shotgun dual backs. 2 receivers left, 1 tight end on the line. Fakes the pitch. Throws it to the receiver. Semple catches it, spins around a defender at the line. Gets across the 50 down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Michigan.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Carr faked the pitch to Kapana, threw it to Semple. Semple catches it, spins around Stevens, and then gets dragged down by Lasco. Man, Lasco feels like he's in on every defensive play.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Under center now, I formation, wing, hands it to the running back, Diego Longoria. Going to be dragged down in the backfield, loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 12, Michigan. Under center, single back, Semple. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Drops back to throw. Pass over the middle. Underneath, caught. Makes a defender miss, gain of 7, 3rd and 5 for the 1st down. Shotgun, 1 tight end, Harpering on the line, 3 receivers spread. Kapana the tailback. Carr looking to throw. Blitz by Northwestern. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Donovan Murray. Across the middle. 1st down. Tackled at the 19. Carr under center. I formation. 2 receivers tight. 1 to either side. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. He's under pressure. Tries to get rid of it. Hits the dirt. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Heads up play not to take the sack there. 2 tight ends on the line. 2 receivers. Hands it to the running back. Kapana through the line. Spins around a defender. Taken down at the 10-yard line, just shy of 1st down, 3rd and 1, and we've got an injury timeout for Ty Haywood, the starting center for Michigan. Jake Guarnero come in at center. CJ Carr under center, I formation, goal line set. He falls forward for the sneak, gets the 1st down, 1st and goal from the 9. I formation, wing. 2 tight ends, a fullback, 1 receiver, Murph out wide right. Tight end goes in motion.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
Hands it to the running back, Longoria. Met in the backfield, loss of 2. 2nd and goal from the 11. We got an injury, Benedict Uma from Northwestern.
And not let that tank get downhill.
2nd and goal now for Michigan. Carr and shotgun. Kapana the tailback. 2 receivers wide left, 2 tight ends on the line. Hands it to the running back. Kapana gets across the line of scrimmage, but only a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9. Shotgun split backs for Carr, 3 receivers. Kapana goes in motion. Looking to throw. Over the middle, caught in the end zone. Donovan Murph, touchdown, Michigan. And the Wolverines get the 1st points of the game with a touchdown catch. CJ Carr, Donovan Murph from the 9-yard line. And we've got a game.
Settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC.
Here's the kickoff. Northwestern back to receive it at the 5-yard line. Met just past the 15, tackled at the 16-yard line. Northwestern takes over in shotgun, empty backfield. We got 3 receivers, 2 tight ends.
They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football.
Dumps it off to the tight end behind the line. No, I'm sorry, not behind the line of scrimmage, but only a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now from the 18-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Fakes the handoff, play action. He's under pressure. He's down. Taken down by edge rusher Paul Hicks. 1st sack of the game. That's going to take the Wildcats back to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 13. Paul Hicks, that may be his 1st sack of his career.
Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
3rd and long for Northwestern. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down, and he's sacked again. Back-to-back plays, this time by Zina Umeazulu.
The defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in a nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive
Zena
line
Umeazulu
gets the sack on
and
there.
Brenton Brooks in on this sack. They collapse the pocket from two different sides. Wendell Gregory also contributed to blocking the lane for the quarterback to scramble. It's going to force a 4th and 15 punt from Northwestern. Punting from their own end zone. He gets just across midfield, taken at the 42-yard line. Michigan returns it back across midfield to their opponent's 47. Carr comes out in shotgun, split backs, 3 receivers. Hands it to Kapana. Kapana, the right side. Gets across the 40, tackled at the 43-yard line. Excuse me, across the 45, tackled at the 43-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Michigan up 7-0.
And these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
There you see wide receiver comparison between Kyan Mason and Donovan Murph.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Carr under center, power I formation, 1 receiver left. Calling out protections at the line. Hands it off. Kapana running right, gets across the first down marker, tackled at the 36. First down Michigan. Carr in shotgun, split backs, 3 receivers. Fakes the handoff, play action. Hits the running back out of the backfield. Caught, first down at the 21-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. 3 receivers, shotgun, slot left. Quick RPO pass to the tight end, Harpering out of the backfield. Gets back to the line, nothing more, 2nd and 10. In shotgun now, empty backfield for Michigan. Receiver in motion, looking to throw. Dumps it off to the receiver on the screen. Loss of 1, it'll be 3rd and 11 from the 22. Empty backfield again, 5 receivers, including the tight end, Luke Harpering. Receiver goes in motion. Fires left side, look, corner of the end zone, caught Donovan Murph, and that's his 2nd touchdown catch. Michigan, with their 2nd touchdown of the game, are going to go up 2 scores over the Northwestern Wildcats.
When you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by.
Hands it off on the sweep. Caught in the backfield for a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats, and they come out in shotgun, empty backfield.
Had success with running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. Down 14 at this point.
Pump fakes, running, scrambling away from the pressure. Slides down at the 28. That'll be a gain of 3 on the scramble. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 1 tailback. 3rd and 7 Northwestern. Takes a snap. Standing in the pocket, steps up, looking for a target, and he's hit from behind, taken down on the sack. Paul Hicks on the sack. That's his 2nd of the game.
Great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Northwestern will have to punt it away.
Starting edge Lugard Edikpaye went out of the game earlier with an injured arm. We've got a fair catch for the kick for the punt at the 47-yard line. And Paul Hicks has stepped in on the obvious pass rushing plays and has performed incredibly with 2 sacks already. The handoff to Micah Kapana, runs left, gain of 4, gets it to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 6 Michigan. Under center, single back wing formation, drops back to throw, quick pass over the middle, underneath, Donovan Murph catches it, gets across the first down marker, New set of downs at the 32. I formation now. 2 receivers, 1 to either side.
32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Carr with the handoff. Gives it to Capana. Capana running right. Tough yardage there. Gets 4 on the gain. 2nd and 6. Empty backfield. 3 receivers and a tight end out wide left. 1 receiver right. Carr in shotgun. Drops back to throw. Blitz by Northwestern. Gets it out underneath. Caught. Stiff arms a defender. Jukes another one. Gets across the first down. 1st and 10 Michigan. Carr now over 150 yards on the day. I formation. 2 receivers. Carr with the snap. Hands it off. Capana up the middle. Meets the defender. Taken down at the at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5. Empty backfield now. Shotgun for Carr. 1 tight end in line. 4 receivers.
Wants to go up top.
Quick pass underneath. Caught. Luke Harpring gets around a defender, and he gets the touchdown. Touchdown catch, tight end Luke Harpring, and that'll be Carr's 3rd of the game.
No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
There's the kickoff. Northwestern takes it. No, it sails out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it.
Shotgun now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end for Northwestern. Single tailback. Offset. Blitz by Michigan. Drops back. Fires down the middle. Overthrows the receiver. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end in line. Single tailback. Hands it off. Runs right through the line. Caught at the 30. Gain of 5. 3rd and 5 Northwestern. Tight formation now. 2 tight ends in line. 2 receivers stacked left. Shotgun for Northwestern. Drops back to throw. Under pressure. Fires right. Caught. No. Dropped at the line to gain. And it's going to be 4th and 5. They're going to send out the punt team. 4 minutes left in the first half. The punt is high and short. Wow. I don't even know if that punt went 10 yards. All right. Michigan's going to take over on Northwestern's 43-yard line. I formation. Hands it. No. Play action. Carr throws on the run. Caught by Harpring. 5-yard gain. Steps out at the 37. 2nd and 5 Michigan. Shotgun split backs for Carr. 3 receivers. Quick pass to Stewart, the slot receiver. Underneath. Just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and inches. Carr comes out in I formation. 3 tight ends on the line. Falls forward for a sneak. Gets the first down. 1st and 10 Michigan from the 32. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Drop back to throw. Carr. Left side. Hits Capana. Only a gain of 2 on the catch. 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Shotgun now. Single tailback. 3 receivers. Bunch tight right. 1 wide left. Carr looking to throw. Fires underneath. Caught. Harpring. First down. Tackled at the 20. We're in the red zone now. Shotgun tight formation. 2 tight ends. 2 receivers on the line. Drops back to throw. Fires right. Sideline. Caught. Amarian Stewart. Out route. Gain of 3. It'll be of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Shotgun split backs. 3 receivers. Carr with the snap. Over the middle. Up the seam. Caught. Luke Harpring. Touchdown. That's Carr's 4th. Harpring's 2nd of the game. And the Wolverines get another 7 points before halftime. 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock for Northwestern to try to get back into this game and get some momentum before half.
This home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over.
Drops back to throw. Hit as he throws. Screen pass. Gets it off. Caught. Spins around a defender, gets all the way down to the 30. 2nd and 5 for Northwestern. Clock still running, they're hurrying back to the line. In shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tailback. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, fires left sideline. And it's knocked down by the defender. Liggins on the deflection. 3rd and 5 Northwestern. Shotgun, single tailback, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Blitz by Michigan. Pocket collapsing. He's hit as he throws. Deep down the right sideline. One-on-one coverage. Hits the receiver's hands. It's dropped. And it's going to be 4th and 5. Clock is stopped and Northwestern will punt. A little over a minute left in the game, or in the first half. Another high kick just barely gets across midfield. Returned back across midfield to the opponent's 49. A minute and 3 seconds left on the clock for CJ Carr to try to score from midfield. Shotgun split backs, 3 receivers, snap. Quick pass over the middle to the running back, caught. Simple, gain of 5, 2nd and 5. And they're running the clock down. They're not going to use their timeouts. 25 seconds left on the clock. See if they'll take a shot here. Play action. They fire over the middle and it's intercepted. Lasco again with the second interception of CJ Carr in the game. 17 seconds left on the clock, so it may not turn into much, but they'll have a chance.
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback.
Brad Latsko with the interception.
How good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree.
Shotgun, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Fakes the handoff, play action. Scrambling, trying to keep it alive. Hit as he throws it away, gets it off. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. 12 seconds left. Shotgun, 3 receivers, or 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. High snap, takes it, looking to throw. Standing in the pocket, has time. Fires right, and it's intercepted. And this may be a pick 6. He's got a clear lane, and he steps out of bounds. Why did you step out of bounds? You had a clear path to the end zone. I don't understand. Sam linebacker Cameron Booth on the interception could have had a... Okay. They'll send out the kicker Otis Beck for a 35-yarder from the left hash, and it's good. They'll get 3 more points before half. Kickoff is up, 4 seconds on the clock. I'm sorry, 1 second on the clock. Taken in the back of the end zone, kneeled down for a touchback. And Northwestern will have 1 chance for a Hail Mary here. Nope, they're going to kneel it down and just take it into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get
Michigan goes into halftime with a 31-0 lead. Luke Harpring, 5 catches, 2 touchdowns, 40 yards, averaging 8 yards per catch. The senior tight end.
Check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half.
Here's the kickoff to start the second half. Northwestern takes in the back of the end zone, kneels it down. Touchback.
Come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
Pressure all over the quarterback.
And it's sacked. Wendell Gregory on the sack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Back to pass, it's Bennett. Under fire.
Hit as he throws, it hits the dirt, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11, and Northwestern's going to punt. Going 3 and out to start the second half.
To punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance.
Fair caught at the 39.
Just inside the 40.
Carr and shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Over the middle, and it's intercepted again by Latsko. What is Carr doing?
Third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return.
All right, you know what? I know we're up by 31-0. But that's going to be the end of it today for CJ Carr. 3 interceptions is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Carr is done for the day. Not acceptable.
The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done.
All right, Northwestern from Michigan's 39-yard line. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires over the middle, knocked down, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers, shotgun. Mug look from the Wolverines. They're going to blitz. Hands it to the running back. Cuts left. Tries to get up the middle. Gain of only 2, 3rd and 8. Shotgun, 4 receivers, single tailback. Single mug look from Michigan. They're going to blitz again. Dropping back to throw. Under pressure. Fires right. And it's caught. Contested catch on the sideline. He gets it down to the 4-yard line. And it's 1st and goal Wildcats.
And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Hands it to the running back. Runs on the sweep. Tries to cut up middle. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now. 3 tight ends on the line. 1 receiver wide left. Or tight left. Hands it off. Running the sweep on to the right. And he's caught in the backfield. Loss of 3. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now. 3 receivers. 1 tight end. Single tailback. Fakes the handoff. RPO. Pass into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Northwestern, and they finally get points on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us.
Carson Grove, the receiver, makes Michigan pay for the 3rd interception thrown on the previous drive, and they come away with their first points of the game. CJ Carr's day is done. We'll see what Bryce Baker can do to maintain this lead and get this win, secure it for the Wolverines.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
I formation under center. Hands it off to the running back. Longoria up the middle, gain of 3. Power I formation, Baker under center. Fakes the handoff, play action, looking to throw. Has time, fires down the right sideline. Incomplete, 3rd and 7. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, tight formation. Single tailback, looking to throw. Fires over the middle, and he's hit as he throws, and Latsko gets his 4th interception on the game. What is going on?
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding
what the heck is going on, man? Latsko with his 4th interception.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking for room.
Fakes the end around, pitches it to the running back. There's a flag on the play. And this one's coming back. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, what am I supposed to do about them throwing 4 interceptions to one guy? To one guy. Hands it off, run up the middle, 1st down, 1st and goal from the 8. Like, how do I fix that? It's not even an aggressiveness thing. Because it's not like they're going for it on 4th down and throwing interceptions. It's not like you're throwing like crazy deep balls that are like pistol. Hands it off, run up the middle, stuffed. No, they're gonna call and say he got it. Back-to-back drives, ending on interceptions, resulting in points for Northwestern, and now we've let them get back into it.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field.
I don't think he got that.
To every one of those players.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous
Okay, so yeah, they didn't get that. I mean, they're probably going to get it this play, but still, they're going to try to sneak it, and they'll probably get it here. Yep, they got it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these
Man, what is going on? I don't understand why we're throwing so many interceptions.
On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for them right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over.
Finding an escape route.
It's a touchdown game.
Micah Kapana with the carry. First down. Baker in shotgun. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Hands it off to Kapana. Kapana cuts left. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Shotgun, 3 receivers. I don't even want to see us pass right now because Latsko's got our fucking number. Pass on the out route to Amarian Stewart. Caught, first down, tackled at the 43. Chris McCorkle on the tackle. Baker in shotgun. Tight end goes in motion. Where is he going? What play is that? Hold on. I need to take that out of my playbook. Pitches it to Micah Kapana up the sideline for the touchdown. I mean, maybe I take it out of the playbook. I'll consider it. I mean, it did just score a touchdown, but I don't like taking a player out of the play. Wait a minute. Is this a glitch play? Hold on. Is this a glitch play?
And you just need something good to happen.
Okay, first of all, what play is it? Motion PA tight end leak. Motion play action tight end leak. Let's look at this for a second. So we're watching the tight end here, 72. No, wait. No, we're not. That's the left tackle. Why is the tight end all the way back here? The fuck is he doing? But look, why is this guy running down here to him? Like, you just abandoned... It's a safety. And just abandoned the back end of the... So, I don't know if this is a glitch play or not. I'm gonna, Alright. I'm going to send this to a buddy of mine and see if he thinks this is a glitch play. Because, like, it's obviously a glitched play. But I don't know if it counts as a glitch play because, like, yeah, it's taking the safety out of it, but I'm also losing a target and a blocker here. So, like, I don't know. I'm going to get a second opinion on this. I may need to take that out of my book if I don't want any glitch plays in there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24.
And he's sacked.
Pressure was too much. They get him.
Paul Hicks having a day, man.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Wildcats with a long
2nd and 15 for the Wildcats. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end on the line. Receiver goes in motion left to right, fakes the end around, hits the running back out of the backfield, caught. It's going to be a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 6, and they're going to try to convert following that sack that set them back. Shotgun now, 3 receivers. Receiver on the right goes in motion, drops back to throw, hits the receiver underneath, caught, but he's tackled short. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 28-yard line. They're not going to go for it. They're going to send out the punt team and try to pin them deep. And they're not going to pin them deep because it's a high and short punt taken at their own 40 and returned back to the 42. Baker under center, single back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Hands it to Capana. Capana running left, caught at the line, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Again, C.J. Carr has been benched after 3 interceptions. Bryce Baker in at quarterback for the rest of the game. Drops back to throw. Baker over the middle, caught. Luke Harpring catches it, makes a defender miss, gets it to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Michigan. Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Michigan up 38-14. I formation. 2 receivers. Baker with the snap. Hands it off to Capana. Capana runs up the middle. Cuts left. Jukes a defender. Jukes another one at the 20. Tackled at the 15. 1st and 10 Wolverines. Shotgun slot right. 3 receivers. Baker leaning on the run game. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Baker in shotgun, 2nd and 6. Drops back to throw, fires right sideline, caught. Amarian Stewart, 1st down, gets it to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Goal line set, fullback in, Baker under center. Hands it to the fullback, fullback gets it through the line, breaks a tackle. Kevin Trout with the touchdown. Love to see a fullback touchdown. Fullbacks spend most of the game blocking. Unheralded heroes of many run plays. Nice to see them get a little bit of the glory. Back out for the kick. It's good, and now Michigan's up 45-14. Kickoff is away. Back of the end zone. Kneel down for a touchback. Shotgun now. Tight formation. 2 receivers stacked left. 2 tight ends in line. No, he's changing the play. Moving the receivers, spreading them out. 3 wide right, 1 left. And they caught him off sides. They pulled someone off sides. Free play. Gets the pass off, caught behind the line, taken down, but they pulled Ted Hammond, the defensive tackle, off sides, and they'll get a free 5 yards.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
1st and 5. Drops back to throw. Screen pass to the tight end. Caught. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 34. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Fakes the handoff, play action, under pressure, and he's sacked. That's going to be a 4-yard loss, and that's the 3rd sack by Paul Hicks.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought
take advantage of every opportunity. Hate to see that Lugard Adekpaye went out of this game early with an injury, but Paul Hicks, getting his first meaningful playing time, has had 3 sacks and multiple TFLs in this game. Drops back to throw. Gets it off over the middle. Caught at the 40. Tackled at the 45-yard line. 1st down Northwestern. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver wide to either side. Shotgun for the Wildcats. Mug look from Michigan. Under pressure, and he's sacked again, and that's Hicks. 7 sacks for the Wolverines, and 4 of them are Paul Hicks. The 3rd string edge rusher, filling in for the injured Lugard Adekpaye, who left the game in the 1st quarter, now has 4 sacks on the game.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits.
Tight formation, shotgun Wildcats, 2nd 17.
Back to pass.
Looking to throw, quick pass right, caught. No, it's incomplete, knocked out by the hit. Josiah Edmond on the hit. Incomplete, 3rd and 17. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Dropping back to throw, under pressure. Steps up in the pocket, and it's intercepted. Another interception by Cameron Booth, the linebacker. Tackled at midfield at the 50, and it'll be Michigan ball.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound
Drops
up in
back
the
to
end
throw,
zone.
steps up in the pocket, fires left side. Caught. Donovan Murph up the sideline. Jukes a defender. Gets across the 15, down at the 12. It'll be 1st and 10 Michigan.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock.
Under center, wing formation.
There are a lot of fans. There are a lot of teams all across college football.
Hands it to Longoria. Longoria, the power back, up the middle, gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 10. Shotgun, 3 receivers and a tight end. Capana, the tailback. And it's a QB run. Baker runs right, gain of 2, 3rd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Empty backfield now, 4 receivers, single tight end.
Dropping back, it's Baker.
Quick pass to the tight end underneath to beat the blitz. It's caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down by 2 yards. 4th and 2, Michigan's going to go for it. Empty backfield for Baker. Looking to throw. Fires left sideline. Caught by Luke Harpring. He threads the needle between 2 defenders, and it's a touchdown. Bryce Baker to Luke Harpring puts Michigan up to 51. It'll be 52 following the extra point.
They close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over
Empty
Nebraska.
backfield, shotgun Northwestern looking to throw. Scrambling, pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, throws it to the sideline, incomplete.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping
2nd
an eye
and
on
10.
everything going on elsewhere.
Receiver spread left, trips left.
Took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be
Drops back to throw, pocket collapsing fast, fires left, and it's knocked down incomplete. 3rd and 10. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Mug look from the Wolverines. Drops back to throw, DB blitz, fires right, into coverage, knocked down, incomplete, 4th and 10, and Northwestern will punt. Another high punt, man, maybe 20 yards. All right, in Northwestern territory, 40-yard line. Baker with the RPO pass to the sidelines, caught, 1st down. John Anthony Hall, number 81. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 3 left, 1 right. Baker hands it off to Capana. Capana up the middle, only a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Empty backfield now. 5 receivers, 1 being the tight end, Luke Harpering. Quick pump fake. Hits Amarian Stewart underneath. Just enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Empty backfield for Baker. Shotgun. And they draw the defenseman offline. It's going to be encroachment offsides. That's going to be called on William Goodvine, defensive tackle for Northwestern. 1st and 5 now from the 13. Baker in shotgun, slot left. Tight end in the backfield. Quick RPO pass to the tight end. Catches it. Gain of only 2. 2nd and 3 at the 11. Shotgun, 2 tight ends in line, 2 receivers right. Single tailback Capana. Puts the receiver in motion, right to left. Fakes the end around. Keeps it himself. Baker scrambling through the line, and he runs it in for a touchdown himself. Quarterback Bryce Baker getting a rushing touchdown to add to the total.
What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all.
Shotgun, 3 receivers looking to throw Northwestern. DB blitz, fires right, caught. Breaks 2 tackles up the sideline, spins around another, but he's caught, taken out of bounds at the 38. 1st down Northwestern. Shotgun, 3 receivers, bunch tight left, 1 out wide right, single tailback. Drops back to throw, quick pass underneath to the receiver on the right. Caught, it's going to be a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 stacked wide to either side. Looking to throw, blitz by Michigan, caught, and that's going to be a sack. Brenton Brooks on the sack. And then knocks him back to the 38-yard line, erasing the gain from the earlier pass play. It'll be 3rd and 10.
So there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Hands it off to the running back, cuts up the middle, gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Northwestern. Under a minute left, 40 seconds. High formation. He's going to hand it off to the running back, runs left, gets across the 1st down marker, across the 20, tries to juke at the 16, taken down, 1st and 10 Northwestern. Clock still running, 20 seconds. Shotgun, tight formation.
trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Hits the out route to the receiver, caught, gain of 3.
That one takes it down to the
And that's going to be the end of the game. The clock will run out. Michigan will get out of here with a 59-14 win over the Wildcats to secure the George Jewett Trophy
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0
and to keep their undefeated streak. Player of the game, Luke Harpring, 9 catches, 3 touchdowns, 76 yards.
In a national championship, they have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Look at that throw right there. Between 2 defenders, out route by the tight end. Great decoy route by Marion Stewart to pull the underneath defender away.
Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised.
Great throw by Bryce Baker on that one.
That will put the wrap on things.
Let's take a look at the stats for the game.
Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another
Michigan, 27 first downs, Northwestern's 11. Total offense, 474 to 188. Total plays, 62 for Michigan, 54 for Northwestern. Yards per play, 7.6 to 3.5. In the run game, Michigan had 24 carries, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an average of 4.3 yards per carry. Northwestern, 24 carries, 18 yards, 1 touchdown, and an average of 0.8 yards per run. In the passing game, Michigan was 32 of 38 for 372 yards, 6 touchdowns, an average of 9.8 yards per pass. Northwestern, 18 of 30 for 170 yards and 1 touchdown, and an average of 5.7. Third down conversions, Michigan 75%, Northwestern 40%. Michigan completed their 1 fourth down attempt. Red zone percentage, Michigan 77%, Northwestern 50%. Northwestern won the turnover differential, up by 2. They had 2 interceptions to Michigan's 4. Punt return yards, Michigan 10, Northwestern 0. Kick return yards, Michigan 44 to Northwestern's 24. Total yards on the game, 528 for Michigan, 212 for Northwestern. Punt average for Northwestern, 25.7. No punts recorded for Michigan. Penalties, Northwestern had 2 for 15, Michigan 1 for 5. Possession time, Michigan 26 minutes and 3 seconds, Northwestern 21 minutes 57 seconds. Individual player stats for the Michigan Wolverines. CJ Carr, 21 of 26 for 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, 211 yards, a QB rating of 176.6, and a completion percentage of 80. Bryce Baker, who came in the game following the 3rd interception by Carr, threw 10 of 12, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, a completion percentage of 83%, and a QB rating of 234.3. In the run game, Micah Kapana had 13 carries, 76 yards. Diego Longoria, 4 carries for a net 1 yard. Bryce Baker, 2 carries for 13 yards and a touchdown when he came into the game. CJ Carr, 2 for 2. Trent Semple, 1 for 2. Kevin Trout with his 1 run game, or one rush for 3 yards and a touchdown. And Luke Harpring, that 1 pass they called it a backwards pass for 5 yards. In the receiving game, Luke Harpring had 9 catches, 76 yards, 3 touchdowns. Marion Stewart, 7 catches, 68 yards. Donovan Murph, 5 catches for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. Micah Kapana, 2 catches, 45 yards and 1 touchdown. Chris Lawson, 2 for 16. Trent Semple, 2 for 26. John Anthony Hall, 2 for 28. Dante Ahmad, 1 catch, and Reggie Dial, 1 for 15. In the blocking game, no sacks attributed to the offensive line. Brian Jordan led the offensive line with 17 pancakes. On the defensive side of the ball, our tackles leader was Brenton Brooks with 7. TFL's leader also with 6 was Brenton Brooks. Sacks leader was Paul Hicks with 4. Brooks had 2. Gregory 1. Booth and Umeazulu as well as Deontay Liggins all had half a sack. Interceptions, Cameron Booth had both interceptions for the Wolverines. PBUs, Deontay Liggins led with 3. No fumbles were forced or recovered. In the kick game, Otis Beck, 1 of 1 from the field for 36, 8 for 8 for extra points. No punts today for Michigan. Kick return, Zaire Flanagan, 2 for 44. Punt return, Amarian Stewart, 3 for 10. Let's exit out of the game and take a look at what changes from this week to next week. All right, we got a commitment from 5-star safety Tim Guy out of Brooklyn, New York. Got a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Keelan Duzable out of Country Club Hills, Illinois. And a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Arsenio Cavazos out of Reseda, California. Unfortunately, we did lose on Craig Angel like we expected. We did maintain our number 1 ranking, I believe. Luke Harpering got Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week with his 9-catch, 76 yards, and 3 touchdown performance. Oh no, we dropped to number 2. We did not keep number 1. We dropped to number 2. Let's take a look at how that happened. We had a dominant win over a Big Ten opponent, but they're going to put a team that we defeated above us? How? And it even says we have 37 votes. How? I don't understand that. How are we undefeated behind a team that we beat? That doesn't make sense. In the coaches and the media poll. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Well, Georgia moved from 2 to 1. We moved back from 1 to 2. Notre Dame stayed at 3. Duke stayed at 4. USC moved from 6 to 5. Miami from 7 to 6. Florida 8 to 7. Louisville 9 to 8. Tennessee 10 to 9. Clemson from 12 to 10. Mizzou from 14 to 11. Auburn dropped from 5 to 12. Oregon moved from 15 to 13. BYU 17 to 14. Bama 16 to 15. Oklahoma State from 20 up to 16. Baylor moving from 24 all the way up to 18. Texas A&M dropped from 13 to 19. Texas dropped from 11 to 20. South Carolina last week unranked moved into 21. Boise State same but moved into 22. TCU dropped from 19 to 23. Oklahoma moved from unranked to 24. And Arkansas State rounds out the top 25. All right. Well, that's the game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about it. Follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. Feel free to shoot me a message on X, Twitter, or at Discord at Kinetic615. If you would, please check the YouTube bio for the link to my GoFundMe. Please check that out. Read through it. Donate if you're able. It's also pinned at the top of my X profile page. And you can ask any questions. I'm fully transparent about what I'm going through, what the money gets used for, stuff like that. But I'm really in need of help, so please check that out. And yeah, as always, guys, until next time, it's always going to be for me, Skull Vikes, and Go Blue. Appreciate you all.